Hello and welcome back to the Zany Zoroastrians. So I've been thinking about what we need to do to become better. Because right now, we've got some land, right? We have the land behind us. We have a reasonable amount of power. We have a look at the Mulabids right now. Unfortunately, they're the size of the Abbasid Empire. That's a huge issue for us because what we would love to do is to be able to make Persia underneath the Abbasids. However, to do that, we now have to make it underneath the Mulabids. We can't do that because the Mulabids are king level. So that's a problem. So we need to somehow get rid of the Mulabid issue. Now, if we have a look at the ruler here who holds all of it, he does hold 3 kingdoms. Does that make people underneath him dislike him? No, it doesn't. Wait, he holds 3 kingdoms though. Do they not dislike that? I thought they did. 4 kingdoms, sorry. Wait, 5 kingdoms? Sultanates are kingdoms, right? Oh yeah, 5 kingdoms, sorry. Yeah, so he holds 5 kingdoms. Apparently that's not a negative. I guess it's only duchies that have the negative. Interesting. Some of them people underneath desire sultanates, but there's got to be a way of breaking him up. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Gavelkind because that doesn't exist for Muslim rulers. So how are we gonna split him up? His decadence is 62, and it is going up. But it's not going up very quickly. If his decadence hits 100, he will split. Like, there'll be a huge amount of issues. Out of that, we just need his liege to, you know, step down on him. How does his liege have 37,000 troops? That's what I don't understand. The Mulabids have 11,000. Either this land right here is worth a lot more than I think it is, or something's gone wrong. Maybe they're mercenaries? Retinue, 28,000 from vassals. He only has 11,000. Maybe he can't utilize the troops well enough because he's over his domain. No, he's under his domain limit. Maybe there's another reason he can't utilize his troops. I don't know. Anyway, we need to figure this out. We need to somehow break that up. It's not going to be easy. I think what we need to do right now is just create our land and start, you know, making it bigger. What we could do, actually, if I have a look here, am I able to... If I find the Sultanate of Persia, what do we need to... We cannot usurp a title of the same or higher rank than our lieges. But we could usurp it. So if we could somehow break free from the Mulabids, we could usurp Persia. And that would be our way out. We usurp Persia, that then gives us the kingdom, then we can usurp out from the Abbasids. We still have to beat the Mulabids to do it, though. That's the main issue. I just have to basically hope they fall apart on their own. Unfortunately, things don't fall apart very easily over here because the open succession doesn't really allow that to happen, and it is the only succession type. And that's the main way that things fall apart. Unless he grants land to someone or his liege takes it off. I guess we could try and make it so his liege doesn't like him. What we'd have to do for that is we'd have to switch to the intrigue focus. We could do that. That lowers our health, however, and we are 55. Maybe that's a thing for our next character. Has reasonable intrigue on our next character. That could definitely work out. Ooh, a business focus. I like that. We should get a trade route at some point from that. Anyway, it's just some things to think about. Now, we have some weak claims. I just want to have a look at where these are. Wait, where is this? So that's the chiefdom of Rafa. Or Rafa over here. Is that the chieftain? Alright, so we would be able to take that. Okay. I'd have to fight this guy for it. This guy has 2,000 troops. Okay, and no allies. So that's a definite possibility to attack them for that land. That's a weak claim. But what's nice about it is that this guy right here is already our vassal, so that will actually mean that we keep the land, which is very nice. He's also from House Abbasid. Interesting. How big is it? 109 living members. The only reason I'm checking is, yeah, it's a separate line from here. Yeah, he's way off the succession chain. Okay. Because if he was in line of succession, I'd be quite worried, because it might mean that the land gets usurped, but nah, he's way out of there. Okay. So that's a potentially good war. We can do that right now. Well, we can't necessarily do it right now because we're a little weak. And then the other one is for a man over here. Same guy? Same guy. Okay, but we can't declare this one because he is underneath the top level. Okay. So I want to attack for that at some point. However, we don't have the troops right now because we are a little bit depleted. Over here, yeah, we just need to get our troops back. I think I'm going to switch my marshal to troop reinforcement and levy size, because I think that will help out a lot in terms of getting that going. We have money. We're trying to improve relations with our liege so they don't try and revoke any titles. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot to just unpause and let things go. Yeah, let's go. Bunch of things being taken. Oh, usurped the Emirate of Armenia. Oh, right. Never mind. That doesn't matter. That means nothing because it's somebody outside. So basically he usurped it because he already had the land in it. Ransom prisoner. Do I want my son back for 46 gold? I suppose we'll take our son back. Right. It's fine. We do have some sons. Are they unmarried? Yeah, so we have daughter, wife. This son is married. This son needs to marry. This son needs to marry. This son's too young. We have a daughter as well. Okay, so who's this son gonna marry? I don't know. I'm just gonna go in here and have a look. What are we looking for? Probably, like, genius. There is genius. Okay, 25-year-old genius has the great pox. Not a great option. Okay. Strong. 27-year-old strong is not a bad option. She's maybe a little old. How about quick? Quick? 13-year-old quick? That means she'd be 28 when they marry? It's not the worst. Her stats are fairly good. Yeah. Go for that one. Actually, was our second... How old is our... He's 23. Maybe she'd be better off marrying her second son. Although he's... what was her... I'll just do quick. Wait. Oh, because he's Zoroastrian. And he's pretending to be Sunni. I see. So he's actually not eligible. Or she's not eligible to marry him. Or they won't marry or whatever. Right. So these two will get married. Gets us a non-aggression pact with the Jurba. Don't know who they are, but sure. Sounds good. This one. Sympathy for Muslim religions, homosexual. So he's gonna need somebody who has... It's going to need somebody who has extra fertility, like a strong character. So that will counteract that, if we want them to have children, which we probably do. They can marry now. She's 27, strong. You know what? That seems like a fairly good marriage. We don't get a lot from it. Loses some prestige, but whatever. That seems like a good marriage. Just getting a couple of those done is generally good. So where is he? Alright. Probably don't need an alliance, huh? And the other one was this person. I mean, we could form an alliance, maybe. No, he doesn't want one. I'm not that interested because it's too far away. But overall, it's not the worst. Oh, and the war over here is done, so I can now give away this title. The Amaraza one, which will then mean that we are not over our limit. We can exchange the law for centralization. 3 years. So yeah, I do want to do that now. So we're not losing 20% of our income. It is more than 20% of our income there. Actually, no, it's not, because we got this 35 coming in there, so... Is it more than 20% of our income? No, I don't think it is. But also we lose opinion for doing it, which loses us more income. I'm going to give my second son here the land. I'm going to give him... Arma Maza. Yeah. So our former capital. I'm also going to invite him to Loyal Magi. And see what he does there. Seek treatment for illness. Sure. Factions, there are none. That's good. Right. We are probably looking quite weak now. Yeah, we're looking reasonably weak. But it's still okay. We're still not in the worst possible situation we could be in. Your court physician has come to see you and offers you treatment for your illness. Well, as long as you know what you're doing. I covered my face before prayer, and once at the mosque I sat down next to Shahin. At the end of the service, I grabbed his hand and drew the holy symbol of Ahura Mazda with my finger in his palm. Afterwards, he followed me into a discreet, deserted alley where I revealed my identity and invited him to join us. Shahin said yes. Another champion of Ahura Mazda joins our ranks. What's weird is he's already branded an apostate, so that kind of implied he was already in a secret society, like he was already in Lucifer's Zone or something. But, okay, that's fine. Feridun lowers his hand into the bucket he brought to your chambers. When he pulled out, a little fish was wriggling between his fingers. Open wide, he prompted, and dropped it into your mouth. You struggled not to reach as it tickled the back of your throat, but it worked again. He's doing a good job of curing us. Well, not curing us, but keeping us healthy with this great pox. Would like to get rid of it, but we're probably going to get rid of it through a very permanent means, by just being dead. Our daughter, we're going to teach her to be less nosy when she's sneaking around and reading my letters. Nah, she can use some practice reading. That seems fine. Another morning where I feel tired and want meditation. Well, let's have some meditation. And... ooh, curled up safely in the badger's den, I've steeled my mind against the undulating shadow men who stalk me outside. I wonder how long I've been holed up in here. The pox is gone, praise the greatest. I've got rid of the great pox. That's amazing. Alright, so that is a much better situation for us now. Might want to change our focus right now to something else. Also want to pay off our loan at some point, because I would like to have the opportunity, if I want to declare war, to hire mercenaries. Good change to intrigue here. Now that we've got 2 health, I mean, we actually were already at neutral health thanks to the successful treatments, but... if we switch to intrigue, we lose 1 health. It just means that we're closer to death. That's the problem. Yeah, it's not really a this character thing. What was the reason why I couldn't attack this guy? Oh, it's because I was too weak, wasn't it? On my council votes, no, but I'm too weak in general is the main reason. Yeah. Who's against me on the council? So you're returning favors to Shapur Valise, who is that guy. And you're returning favors to him as well. And why is this bad from a pragmatist point of view? The opponent is too strong. Fair enough, because we're looking a little weak right now. That's fine. We just need some time to power up, basically. One of my Zoroastrian fellows, Sheikh Shahin, has expressed a worry that the stress of keeping my true faith hidden is getting to me. He's suggesting that we go incognito at a local tavern, and it would do me good to be away from the prying eyes of the court. Sure, let's do that. He was entirely right that I needed to get away from court, but there was no denying we got carried away at the tavern. When our Zoroastrian leanings became a bit too clear, a local rough suddenly stood up from his seat and staggered with raised fist towards Shahin. You'll pay for your heretical words. So we're going to go for undiplomatic solution or diplomatic? Let's do this diplomatic. It didn't take long for me to calm the brawler, as just a few leaps of logic was enough to convince him that our beliefs weren't so fundamentally different. After sitting together for the rest of the evening, he even reluctantly admitted that there might be something to our Zoroastrian arguments after all. Later, Sheikh Shahin complimented me on my theological efforts. Ooh, and we get a diplomacy for that. Nice. Lo, our liege enforced realm peace. Okay. We're unable to wage war on other vassals. For how long? Oh, for 5 years. Alright, well, I'm just gonna unpause and let things go. You're hosting a dinner for some local dignitaries when the full moon comes into view in one of the windows. Trembling, you excuse yourself and hurry up the stairs to your bedchamber while stripping off your clothes. You're completely naked when the guards find you crouched on your balcony, howling at the moon. Oh! Yep, we are a lunatic. Lose some prestige. A well-dressed merchant has requested an audience. The man presents himself as Master Zelekman Ben Michael, a representative of the Jewish Radhanite merchants, and implores, "We are seeking to set up an office in Arajan, but lack the funds. If you would sponsor us, we would be eternally grateful." So I can say yes, and Arajan gets the favored route for 50 years, increases trade value and tax that we get. Is Arajan our capital here? No, so Arajan is where? Oh, it's here. Okay. It is on the Silk Road route, but it's not one of these, so there's no trade post there, so we're not worried about the trade. And the city tax? The city does make quite a lot, but we probably only get a portion of that, right? Yeah, from Arajan. Actually, we get nothing from that because it goes to this guy. It goes to Shabazz, right? So Shabazz pays us 5.9. So we would be getting 5% of 5.9. That's not an awful lot of money. We can give... So we could do that. We could set up a shoddy office for them. Oh no, we would let him govern it. Okay, so that gives him the city. He then likes me more. And then we get more trade value, so we can get 10%. Now this city does not directly report to me. No. So that doesn't really help us in any way again. Or I have no gold to spare. I'm not interested, I think. That's the only sensible option, is to say I'm not interested. Yeah. There's no point investing in that. Jesters, minstrels, acrobats, and dancers all have gathered to perform at the festival. Inviting noises, tempting scents, and alluring sights tries to lure people to various stands, performers, and tents. And say the dancers are good, or nobody told me there was a festival. Oh yeah, let's get gregarious. That's extra diplomacy. I love it. Right. Get more money in. I want to pay off our loan as the first thing. We are making 10 every month now, though, which is great. Your foul temper is frequently discussed in hushed voices among your palace staff. Furniture, silverware, mirrors, everything is fair game when your mood turns bad, and you feel the need to break or throw something. If the palace was ever looted, would anyone be able to tell the difference? It can all be replaced. Oh, we gain decadence. Okay. Why is our decadence going down? I notice that's going down over time. Okay. Because the morale of the main troops is high, and our income is high. Okay. Well, that's good. Persia have instituted the regulated inheritance law, so things can't inherit outside of Persia. Okay, fair enough. The late feudal administration law. Okay, also doesn't bother me, but that might allow him to change the succession law for himself. Japura is no longer my spy master. He made me a promise that I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to Sapura's last rest, and the wailing of mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. So I can say, Inna lillahi wa inna illahi rajun, or one less mouth to feed. Yeah, I like more diplomacy. Yeah, we'll get sincere. Even more diplomacy going on. We're now at 17. Young Jahangir seems to be quick to praise the deeds of others around him while neglecting his own physical activity and development. Okay. So we can either make him frail or kind. I want kind, please. He got kind. He is better than frail, which is negative to stats. He almost has some stewardship. It's not the worst. And the fact that he has, what's it called? He has, conscientious. It goes into diligent or temperate, so that's a guaranteed 1 or 2 stewardship. So that's not a bad situation to be in. Right, we need a new spy master. A lot of these ones don't like us. I think I'm going to choose Faraz here, although he is one of our good commanders, but we don't need a commander for at least another 52 months. So he would be good. This sheik would be good if he didn't hate us, but he does, so there's not a lot I can do there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep things unpaused. Let our money roll in. It's a good situation to be in. The Silk Road does seem to be making us quite a lot of money right now as well. Need a new court chaplain. We don't have any available. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to leave that there. We can observe Ramadan. Oh, okay. Is that just a feast? It loses you decadence. It's 100 gold. Okay, never mind. Not interested. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave all that. We don't have a court imam, so hopefully there's a random event that will give us one. Like we had for our liege, effectively. Oh, the Mullabids are now declaring holy wars on India. Okay, interesting. Not necessarily something we need to worry about. Sheikh Merazad approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. Something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. No. I'm paying off my loan. I'm being responsible with my money. You know, if I can't do it in real life, I might as well do it in the game. My liege, my mission has been a success, and you made him like me more. Nice. Good. So our liege liking us more is just generally good. He might give us more stuff. He also is unlikely to revoke our titles. Although, letting him know we exist is the other side of things, but I don't think it's going to take that into account. Oh, the sheik, instead of making the monument, gave me a lot of money. Well, that works. Yeah. I would like to repay my loan. Which means that we get some vassal opinion back, right? Effectively. And the ability to take out 300 gold whenever we need it. So, yeah. Cool. Oh, you made him like us even more. Fantastic. He's now at 52. Your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. Among others, it has quite impressed Ubaid. You have maintained correspondence on various religious and philosophical matters for some time, and you find that you're rapidly becoming good friends. Our common interests bind us together. I love it. They're noticing how good we are at our religious stuff, when actually we're secretly another religion. We're too good at hiding. Just try to see how much money we have, right? We're getting 9 in. Oh, my son finished his education. Yeah, it wasn't gonna be good because, well, you know, he's, well, inbred. That was the word I was looking for. You could marry him off somewhere. Is there anything else we can do with him? Mercenary company? Has to have a military education. Just ask to leave. Nope. I don't know. I think we just marry him off. Although we don't really want him to procreate, so I don't know. Well, he could marry off anyway. Let's find somebody who maybe has good stats that would counteract what he's got. So maybe like genius. Marry this 27-year-old genius. 2 lunatics together as well. Yeah, sure. You marry her. Seems good to me. We have anyone to fill that court chaplain position? Nope. Okay. Oh, you made our liege really, really, really like us. Well, that is fantastic. Induct into the Zoroastrian faith, you say? He has a sympathy. Let's try it, right? News from China. Rumors of the military might of the Jin Empire is choosing to be a forceful diplomatic tool in itself. After what seems like brief negotiations, Maharaja Shur the Kind has peacefully agreed to become a tributary state of the Middle Kingdom. The couriers whisper that they can only hope that the relationship between the Maharaja and the eminent emperor to be a fruitful one. So they're a tributary state. Cool. I'm leaving a tome for my liege. What are we going to go for? Talk about being a legendary warrior. A fair and mighty ruler. How about a fair and mighty ruler? He is diligent, I guess. He's kind. Ooh. Thank you, son, for more money. I always like that. He has gotten rid of my holy text. He's not reading it. Oh well. It's fine. Is there anything we can build here? We could upgrade our trade post again for more trade value. I do like that idea. It's where most of our money is coming from. So I'm going to invest into our trade post again. Although I probably want to invest into defenses on the top level so it doesn't get sieged down quite as easily as it did last time. Maybe push up the fort level a little bit. Okay, our liege now likes us at 92. I think it's time to stop improving relations with our liege. Probably start well, we don't really need to fabricate claims. Because we can just, you know, declare wars if we need to. Maybe it is time to start fabricating some claims. But the problem is, even if we fabricate claims, right? It's not necessarily even going to be good. Because if we die, like, our son doesn't get those claims necessarily unless we get a strong claim. Is there anything else he can do? Statecraft, probably not what we're looking for. We get him to sow descent. I guess we get him to sow descent here? Yeah. Maybe? Yeah. Go sow descent. We'll see how that goes. Just try and destabilize the realm. Okay, so he's joining the Francian Holy War for Gascoigne. Another one. Now, West Francia is fairly big, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely getting there. Getting there. Okay. Back over here. Parvez is no longer our marshal. We need a new one of those. I think our marshal should be this guy. I mean, yes, he's one of our best commanders, but at the same time, he has a lot of stats. So we'll go with that. Then get him to train troops in our capital. Are we at max in our capital? We are, but we are about to get a few more at the end of the month. Now we've done that one. A rumor about a spy sneaking around in my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. We could cut his eyes out. Yeah, behead him. or I'm not concerned. You know, I'm not concerned. That's fine. How many troops do we have now? Now we have 1,000. They still need to reinforce, but we have 1,000 troops, which is nice. My courtier died in the dungeons of Sultan Farouk. Well, that's not great. He's the person who had the bloodline. So now we have another one of the bloodline here. We just need to keep him going. I'm going to arrange a betrothal between him. Maybe, and let's have a look here. If I do that, I can find somebody who's his age, maybe. Yeah, maybe Yildiz. Unless, wait, I do have a daughter, don't I? I could marry him. Yes. You know what they should marry? And the reason why we want that marriage to happen is so we can then, yeah, we can then kill him after she becomes pregnant. That's the lot. That's what we need to do. To get that bloodline into our family, then we just intermarry within our family and we have the bloodline. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it works in action. My wife has really been letting herself go as of late. What was once a graceful and delicate woman has slowly become an undignified and hefty glutton, only excited about her next great feast. I'm going to warn her politely. Yes. Defensive pact is gone. Defensive pacts are gone. That probably just means the rulers are dying. I was relieved to see my words did not go unheard. She thanked me for my concern and promised me that she will start dieting immediately. Oh yes, and she lost the weight. Okay, good. Disaster! Your fellow member of the Loyal Magi, Sheikh Shahin of Aramazza, has been caught by Courtiman Abdul Quadirid and his warriors. He now rots away in Sultan Farouk's dungeon. Curses. I would like to arrange ransom. I can't do that. Okay. Well, I guess he has to pay for his own ransom. Arajan converted to Zoroastrian. Fantastic news. That's what I like to see. That's our, yeah, that's our kinsman who's getting that done. Nice. Do we have any courtimans? No. Can our son pay his ransom? He doesn't have enough money. We'll lend him some. Yeah. I think he needs to have 75 to do it here. 75 or 50, I can't remember, but it might be 50. It might only be 25, but I'll give him some more money in case it becomes an option for him to ransom himself. My nephew is known as the Feeble. Not a great nickname. Okay. Going to your marshal. That is a name and a half. Kigobad Cure. Piroz Kirk Cookbid. Yeah. Try saying that 3 times. Oh, Kiabad, is that his job? That's his job. I don't know what Kur is. But anyway. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's this then? Hafiz. Completely memorized the Quran. Okay. He would like us to build a series of outposts to make our peasants feel safer. Prosperity of our capital increases. Yeah, I'm in for that. Nice. Finished our upgrade of the trade post. Now, we shouldn't have anything else to upgrade here. We don't, apart from the rudimentary trade office, but that doesn't actually get us anything. Just gets us technology spread rate, prestige, and retinue size, which we're not interested in. Could build a fort. That would also defend it slightly, on top of other things. I'm going to build the fort, just because I can. I have a little bit of money to spend. And I'm also going to build... I think I wanted to build castle walls, but I need improved keeps too. I have improved keeps too now. Nice. I want to build the next level of castle walls. It gives us another 0.5 fort level. And some extra tax income. So I think that'll be very useful for us. Right. Let's upgrade these. I built the fort. I mean, I'm not expecting the fort to do anything. It is there, but it doesn't do anything. But it gives us a 2 fort level. It's slightly defended. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, it's not amazing, but it'll just give us an extra second or two to defend that land if we get attacked. Right. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.